and welcome back to this channel. Today we will be discussing about market-based transfer pricing. Those companies having smaller number of subsidiaries with simple supply chains in which commodities are moved from one division to another function very well. But what about large corporations that control a slew of smaller corporations, each responsible for its own accounting? These big companies must employ transfer pricing, which is the process of determining how to charge various divisions for different items. Many experts believe that the optimum pricing system is market-based transfer pricing, which bases items costs on what you would find in the open market. So what is market-based transfer pricing? When it comes to calculating the price that will be paid between divisions of the same organization, market-based transfer pricing is probably the most simple and effective method. It employs the typical market rate, which is the price that would be paid if the commodities were purchased on the open market. As a result, both subsidiaries end up performing in a manner as if they were selling or purchasing items from a third party. If any other strategy is adopted, one subsidiary tends to end up generating more money than it should because the profits of the other are decreased. Transfer pricing based on market prices represent market conditions and so imitates the market within the company concept. The benefit is that they support and implement company strategy while also allowing performance monitoring of responsibility centers through the use of market-oriented data. A standardized existing market for the commodity or a substitute is required for this strategy. Firms may compute a market-based transfer price by comparing current market pricing if the corporate division also sells to the market. Moreover, if a competitive product exists as an alternative, they can get transfer pricing from the market. Now let us discuss what are the advantages of market-based transfer pricing. The word market price refers to a price in a market between independent buyers and sellers. Market prices serve effectively as transfer prices when there is a competitive external market for the transferred product. When transferred goods are reported at market pricing, divisional performance is more likely to reflect the division's true economic contribution to overall company profitability. As a result, divisional profitability can be directly compared to the profitability of a similar enterprises operating in the system sort of company. As a result, divisional profitability can be directly compared to the profitability of similar enterprises operating in the same sort of a company. No division can gain an advantage at the expense of another. Top management will not be tempted to interfere in a market price issue. The market price might also be used to settle disputes between purchasing and selling divisions. From the company's perspective, market pricing is ideal as long as the selling division is running at full capacity. The market pricing does not allow for any gains or losses in the efficiency of the selling division. It lowers administrative costs since the adoption of competitive market prices is devoid of any disagreement, debate or bias. Market-based transfer pricing, in addition to motivating division managers to focus on divisional profitability, also assists in demonstrating the contribution of each division to the overall company profit. Having discussed the benefits of market-based transfer pricing, let us now discuss the problems associated with it. To begin with, if a competitive market pricing does not exist, it may be difficult to find one. Furthermore, the fact that two responsibility centers are part of the same firm suggests that there may be some benefits to being part of the same organization rather than two different companies competing with one another in the market. For example, there may be greater confidence in the internal division's product quality or delivery reliability. Alternatively, the selling division may manufacture a specialized product for which there are no market equivalents. As a result, using market pricing may not be practical. Another issue with market prices might arise when a selling division is not functioning at full capacity and is unable to sell all its items. In addition, market-based prices can also pose a difficulty. An industry will occasionally face a period of enormous surplus capacity and extremely lower prices. In such severe circumstances, basing transfer pricing on market prices might lead to actions that are not in the best interest of the entity as a whole. Based on artificially low distressed market pricing, the manufacturing division may be forced to sell or shed the productive resources allocated to creating the product for transfer. Under depressed market conditions, the managing director of the producing division may decide to shift the division into a more profitable product line. While such a choice may increase the earnings of the division in the near term, it may be detrimental to the company's overall interests. To encourage an independent division manager to behave in this manner, Some organizations are also making transfer price on the basis of the long-run average external market price rather than the present potentially depressed market price. Having discussed both the advantages and disadvantages of market-based transfer pricing, in practice, no one transfer pricing scheme can be recommended for all decentralized businesses since no single transfer price can assist them to achieve all of their aims and objectives. Before deciding on transfer pricing, divisional firms should first identify their aims and priorities. As a result, the transfer pricing strategies used by a specific commercial firm must watch the requirements and features of their enterprise and must ultimately be appraised by the decision-making behavior that it encourages. For more such information, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel.